the existence of this fund. It is against this background, Honorable Speaker, that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on the following. Number one, a report of the implementation status of Equalization Fund for the years ending 30th June 2023 and 2024 financial year in Baringo County, including the amounts allocated and disbursed and the status of the projects undertaken. Number two, any plans by the National Treasury and economic planning to utilize the fund directly for the implementation of approved projects in line with Article 204B of the Constitution, so as to eliminate administrative delays. And C, plans by the Ministry to strengthen coordination between the national government, county governments, and other implementing agencies to ensure effective delivery of Equalization Fund projects at the local level in line with the principles of cooperation under Article 6 of the Constitution. Thank you.
Very well. That goes to Honorable Justice. Are you a member of Finance Committee?
Madam Speaker, I wanted to just give a comment.
You want to ride on it?
Yes, please,
okay.
Madam Speaker.
I'll indulge you.
Madam Speaker, the Equalization Fund, as passed by this House, was meant to benefit those areas of this country which have been marginalized and which have remained behind in terms of development for a long, long time. Madam Speaker, the implementation of the Equalization Fund by the county governments has left a critical player in the exercise, and that is representatives of the people. The county governments have gone ahead to implement the projects without involving representatives of the people at the constituency level. Madam Speaker, much as this question by Honorable Kamket is centering on Baringo, I would wish, Madam Speaker, using your authority, that you extend to cover the implementation, that the answer when it comes, you extend to cover the implementation of the Equalization Fund in all parts of the country where the fund is meant to serve. Madam Speaker, I have a very small section of the constituency which is covered by that fund, but the implementation, the process itself is so chaotic that if this House is left without its involvement, I doubt if it will realize the objectives for which the fund was established. So, Madam Speaker, I seek that you extend...
You've made your point?
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Ngikolong.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for this chance. Madam Speaker, the question by Honorable Kamket and the way the Honorable Member Justice has just put it, the reason why the Equalization Fund was put in our Constitution in 2010 and why even Kenyans fought for this decision to be adopted, in my area or in the areas where the Equalization Fund was meant for, people voted for this Equalization Fund because it was meant to bring the marginalized areas to be equal to other areas which have been already developed. And as from 2010 to date, we don't see we have not felt the Equalization Fund in our areas. My area, my constituency, is one of the areas which are supposed to be to benefit from Equalization Fund. But up to date, there is nothing like equalization which we have received in my constituency. And for this reason, we want when the statement is being brought to this House, let the committee concerned bring the entire report of Equalization Fund from 2010 to date, so that we can see how far the Equalization Fund has helped the people of this country. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Raso.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise to support statement by Honorable Kamket. Equalization Fund, Article 203 of our Constitution is very clear. It is to address the issue of electricity, water, education, and health. The idea is to bring those marginalized areas, those areas that are generally underprivileged and which have been excluded for a long time from the mainstream development in this country, to be brought closer to those areas that are already developed. And for that reason, what is happening, Equalization Fund is no longer what it is as prescribed in the Constitution. It is something else. Because today we are told that other areas within even cities, like let us say Madare, Kariobangi, Karioko, all of them, we are told that they are going to receive Equalization Fund. And yet it was meant to address the issues in 15 ASAL counties, arid and semi-arid lands. For that reason, Honorable Speaker, we are the budget makers, we are the lawmakers. We have no reasons to complain. I think the chairman of Budget and Appropriation Committees in this House, the leader of majorities in this House, we must decide how to go forward with the Equalization Fund. The way it is being done, it is actually marginalizing more those areas that are already underprivileged and underserved. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I know these are thorny issue. That is why I have indulged a few of you. Please don't make long speeches. Don't make long speeches. I want to give Honorable Ochakapong.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Now, the statement by the Honorable Kamket is very timely. Honorable Speaker, Equalization Fund projects in areas benefiting from this fund have been mistaken for county projects. In some areas, there is a lot of bureaucracy, and since the counties are the procuring entities, many a times they have taken it to be their projects, and there are delays in implementation of these projects, and even in terms of ownership, county governments have owned that these are their projects, as if these are projects that are funded through county government funds, which is not the case. Honorable Speaker, I wish the minister came here to address this issue. We would even suggest and propose, if this House can agree, that in Article 204 Part B, it is still possible for projects and programs under Equalization Fund to be funded directly from the national office, rather than go through the county governments, which is bringing a lot of bureaucracies and therefore delaying the implementation of these projects. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Member for Elgeyo Marakwet.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to add my voice on it. I would wish to request that then there is need for frequent reviews. For example, a county like Elgeyo Marakwet, you find that an equalization fund is given to only one constituency, and Elgeyo Marakwet, all the 4 constituencies have similar problems. The poverty index in all the 4 constituencies are similar, and they only received 65 million, while other counties, neighboring counties, received up to 1.6 billion shillings, Madam Speaker. So it is also my sincere request that there is need for a review, so that we ensure that and we also need to know the criteria that they use, because as far as I know, they are using the statistics of census 2019, Madam Speaker, and you know things are so vast and they keep changing. So they need to be a little bit thorough so that they give an accurate statistics of the poverty index. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Very well. Honorable Member for Diwa.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we cannot talk about the same thing, same way, and expect any different result. What I think we should do, because I have 5 wards, that get this fund, but you can hardly see anything that this fund does. So through this request, I think we can revert back this fund to the constituency, to the CDF, where it was before, actually, and have a good discussion and revert the whole thing to make it effective, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Member for Endebess.
Madam Speaker, thank you. I want to support the statement by Honorable Kamuket, and in the same line with what the member for Sikowet Sowin, Justice Kemei, said, we would want it to include all the areas that are benefiting from the Equalization Fund. And I would want to urge my colleagues who are still stuck in the 15 counties that things are changed after the CRA reviewed the second and used the second formula, which is the unit now of implementation is at the sub-locational level. And therefore, Endebess happens to be one of the beneficiaries. One of my sub-locations which borders West Pokot, and it has the same environment like West Pokot. It cannot be denied those services. It's in Jepchoina, Kaptega sub-location, and now it's a location. So we would want the CRA to be able to, even now as it becomes a location, it should now, the amount allocation should be reviewed, because when it was a sub-location, it was getting 20 million, and they even did procurement, but processing and award of the contract has been very slow. Therefore, I think we would want, when the response is being done, maybe you could direct Honorable Speaker that the minister concerned, together with the CEO of the Equalization Fund, maybe appears before the committee that is oversighting, and all members who have expressed issues, we are ready to appear before that committee and prosecute our issues, so that we want to make sure that this Equalization Fund works and is able, because every financial year, even the appropriation that we've done now, there is appropriation, we have given money for Equalization Fund, and therefore we would want that money to be utilized and people to achieve the services.
Honorable Member for Chepalungu, are you holding brief for the Committee of Finance? Are you holding brief?
No.
Are you a member?
I'm not a member.
Okay.
Yes. Honorable Speaker, I'm not a member of the Finance Committee and neither holding brief, but two of my sub-locations in Chepalungu constituency, that is Nogiru